haven't really shown you what it looks like out here at night off of the front deck, but it looks like this a lot of times. A lot like it looks like in the daytime. And that's about a dozen deer right there. They're feeding on the freshly cut Bermuda grass. And I just got in late tonight. I thought it'd be a nice thing to start. That's our marten house right there. There's no martens, they're all gone right now. We had quite a few this year, like always. But I just got home from Kansas City. I've been up there all weekend for a big church event at Fellowship Church, both campuses. We had a great time, great people, absolutely great people. And all my deer come around, run around the front porch, and I fed them some, and then they disappeared. And I walked out here on the deck to see if what was around here on the lakeside, and sure enough, there's all my fur babies out there feeding on the grass. They ate some South Fresh deer food, and they ate some corn, but now they are enjoying themselves on the grass, and Jimmy's going to get in the hot tub. You can see that everybody is gathered around. Everybody is gathered around the Texas hunter stand this morning, and TC, he's trying to scare everybody else up. He's blowing and carrying on. You can see the little baby has become really pretty well tame. See the little baby fawn over there? And that's a fawn off of a wild deer. But I came out here a little earlier this morning, and that little baby was just laying over there, and I walked up relatively close to it. It didn't even get up. But I guess that little baby's figuring if all these other deer come around here, well, I'll come around here too. So there we have a really good bunch of deer this morning. And they're all feeding here at the feeder. I just thought I'd walk out here. There's our two babies right there, Forrest. I've already fed Forrest and Nina, but they come out here to eat also, in addition to everybody else. And you can see them going over there. Now, what that rag is there, that long white thing you see, that's a cattle rub, and we soak that in insecticide for fleas and ticks and bugs and stuff. And they rub on that. It might be a little bit high. We might have to lower that down just a little bit. They come underneath that and rub their back on it, and it gets insecticide on their back. You can see they get kind of ornery around food. They don't want anybody eating close to them. It's not that they don't want anybody eating close to them. Now there's a great shot right there. That's Mr. Big, TC. Look how big his horns is, and a little baby fawn right beside him. That's really cool right there. Little baby fawn eating right there. And they see, like over there, TC just throwed his antlers over there, and the fawn jumped out of the way. They get pretty aggressive around food, even the little babies, but they let the little baby get in here and eat quite a bit. Now he's right here close. I mean, that baby's only, you know, probably 10 or 15 feet away right there. He's very close. Totally wild baby. It's really a cool deal out here every single day with this big bunch of deer. And there was a lot of elk around this morning. I didn't really shoot any video. They were really talking to each other and making a lot of noise. And as a matter of fact, I see a couple of them still over there. Way over there on that other side. I see a couple of elk still over there. You zoom in on those guys a little bit. And you can see those big elk. Those are cows. Those are cows, and they've been really talking this morning. They start breeding in late August and September. We'll be having some bulls come around, and the bulls will be bugling and fighting and carrying on. It's really a great time of the year. We're still supposed to get up around close to 100 degrees today. This is the last little really big hot week, I think, because beginning, well, right now our average high is about 91. We're going to have heat indexes up around, the elk laid down. Heat indexes up around 110 the next 2 or 3 days, and we're going to be on the water some doing some filming, even in 110 degree heat index. Golly, can it get any prettier? Can it get any better on the Eagle? Crystal clear day, not a cloud in the sky. Got really hot today. Heat index over 100 degrees, but we had a little breeze, so it really wasn't all that bad. But late in the evening like this, it is absolutely fantastic. I really ought to be out there fishing, but I just have so much to do with the television show and various things that I'm trying to get taken care of that I don't have time to go fishing this evening. If you're too busy to go fishing, you're too busy. That's what I've always said, and here I am. But with the situation that we're in now with Chris's recovery, we just don't have time to do quite what we had time to do before. And the most important thing in my life right now is seeing her recover and walk and talk again and use that right arm eventually. But this right here makes the entire day worthwhile, even though I've been behind the desk and on the telephone all day long and got a lot of rabbits I'm chasing right now. Y'all have all chased rabbits, haven't you? But just to come out here and witness this right here is just amazing, just absolutely amazing. But there's a lot of good things going on too, a lot of really great things. I didn't get to go fishing. I guess the last time I went fishing was with Larry Sissel early this month, and so I guess I've only fished 2 days in the month of August, which is unbelievable. But it's been a great month, and we got all of the parts of the lift in. We've been getting this lift in boxes over this last several days to put in on the hot tub there, so I can get Chris in the hot tub, and I'm bringing her home here in a couple of days. I know that as y'all are looking at this on the deer video on Friday night, that because this is Monday evening, and you're looking at this, we'll have that lift installed. We better have it installed. I hope all the parts are there. They came in several different boxes, and I hope to have that installed by the time you see this video. In fact, I might shoot a little bit of a video about installing that thing. I got my buddy Larry Sissel coming down to help me. I told him today, I called him and told him that the lift's supposed to come in today, and he said, I'll be there tonight. I'll be there tonight to help. I mean, that's everybody loves Chris so much, and Larry's a great friend, and he's just going to drop everything and come down and help put that lift in. He said, when's Chris coming home? And I said, I'm bringing her home Wednesday after rehab. And he said, I'll be there tonight. We'll have it in there so you can put her in there Wednesday night. And so that's going to be a joyous occasion. She's still going to be a little afraid of it, and it'll be something to put her in that chair and swing her over that lift. I'm sure she'll be a little bit afraid, but she'll do it, and it'll be just great. And hopefully we'll be able to put her in there every single night before she goes to bed. I put her to bed, and it's going to be just fantastic. I'm so excited, you know, when a man gets to do something like that for his girl. It's just a great feeling, you know. And the Bible tells us that it's more blessed to give than receive, and I can tell you that that's absolutely the truth right now in my life, because I just love and trying to help her and make her feel better. And you know, she's the one that's sick. You know, the rest of us, it's inconvenienced a little bit by taking care of her. We're blessed. But she's got to put up with the effects of that stroke 24/7, and I'm going to have her down here for about 2 full weeks. My son Jamie said, Dad, you're going to be there by yourself taking care of her for 2 weeks? I said, yes, son. I said, you may have to plan 2 funerals instead of 1. And no, we'll be just fine. I even have guests coming in during that period of time. And we're going to be visiting with friends and hopefully doing a little fishing. I may not get to go out and fish with some of them, but, you know, it just depends. And Jamie's going to actually come down Sunday night himself and be here Monday and come and visit. So I'm looking forward to seeing Jamie. I've been seeing Jamie a lot here lately, but you can't see your son too much. I guarantee you that. No matter how old he is, you can't see your son too much. So that right there, I don't know how y'all feel about looking about those deer. It sure made my day end a perfect way. And I'm going to go back in and work another 3 or 4 or 5 hours. But golly, that is just absolutely fantastic. Hello, Forrest. Good morning, Forrest. How are you today, buddy? Hi, Nina. Hi, little Nina. Hi, we got the deer out here. The deer whisperer has emerged early this morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And, you know, let me tell you something, Forrest. This thing here is about empty. This is about empty. Forrest has his head in the bucket. We got Ot 6 and his broken horns. We got Ot 7 right there, pretty little doe. And we've got everybody. The whisperers are here. We've got about 20 deer. There's TC, big giant TC right there. He is a beauty. Look at him. We'll get him going there on that corn. We have to go get another sack of feed here and put in that. I'm gonna get another sack or two out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 right there. 14 right there. Yeah, there'll be more coming. There'll be more coming. Yes, it will. Oh, speaking of more coming, there's a little buck coming right there. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. And, of course, Forrest and Nina, and then they've got a little buck that loves to come up here and eat with them. He's a wild buck, but he's not that wild. As you can see, he's pretty good size. He's just a little spike. He'll have a lot more horns than that next year. But physically, look at the difference in the size of him and Nina. Nina's a baby girl like her mama was. She's even smaller than her mama. I think her mama, Lucy, was probably triplets also. I sure do miss Lucy. I tell you what, I love that deer. I love that deer. I love all deer, but golly, Lucy was just my special baby. I just love her so much. But you can see here. Oh, looks like Jimmy's got some more. I'm going to throw out in another spot. There we go. There we go. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, here comes our little baby. Our little baby comes up every day. There he is. He's getting pretty good size. Getting to be a pretty good sized deer. And I don't know which one of those is his mama. Some of the deer don't let the other deer eat. They're very, very aggressive around feeding time. But we've got a good bunch of deer going right here, and it's pretty nice. It's very nice. It's a great morning. It's going to be kind of windy today. It's going to be up around 96 degrees, I think, today. Chill temperature. Heat index up over 100 degrees. But this is the last couple of days we got like this. It's going to be in the 90s next week here in Oklahoma. The low 90s. And then the next week, I think it's 88, 89 every day. And so fall's getting close. And the deer are going to love that. They're changing to their winter coats. You can see that Forrest has already done that. And you can look at TC there. He's changing also. This is a great little scene out here this morning. We have deer everywhere. And we have wild turkey everywhere also. And we've got a pretty good group of wild turkey around. We've got a hen that had several babies. And those babies are almost as big as their mama now. But they're beginning to gather up a little bit for the winter time. The flocks of turkeys all get together in the winter time, and usually all the jakes get together and all the gobblers, big mature gobblers, get together, and the jakes will sometime run with the hens, their mamas, and then all the hens will get together. So it ends up being a really, really big bunches of turkey in the winter time. Sometimes where you have a lot of turkeys. I've seen bunches up in Kansas, some of the places where we hunt in Kansas. I've seen bunches that had 300 turkeys in a bunch. I mean, 300 turkeys. Now, we don't have that kind of turkey population, but you can see as I'm talking, it's kind of spooking them a little bit, and they're kind of walking off in the woods there. But it's early in the morning. The wind's going to come up, and we got Apache spraying. I'm going to get out of the way because he's spraying bug killer there. He's spraying the house and spraying around I'm going to kind of back away here. We got a little tractor off-road there that we have a sprayer, and you can see it, big mist sprayer that's coming out of the back of it. I'm going to back away a little bit because you see how that's going up in the tree. He circles the house, circles all the buildings, goes down around the dock, and we spray the deer pens with that also. And that keeps the flies down, keeps the bugs down. It's really a great thing. You see he's going to go spray out around where the feeder is. And we spray about once a week around the house. Can y'all smell that insecticide? You smell that? It's pretty strong. I smell it. But that's how we do that on the deer pens too. That's how we end up getting rid of all the bugs and stuff around. He's gonna put some poison over there in that rub. Put some poison on that rub over there so the deer can rub their back on it. So what a great way to start the day. Another great sight out here this morning. We have turkeys here this morning. It is right after daylight. Chris is home, but Chris is still in bed. She sleeps a little bit later. It's right after daylight. We got a good bunch of turkeys out there. I'm kind of trying to be real quiet. There's Forrest. Hi, Forrest. How you doing, baby? It's a good bunch of turkeys out there. They were all around the feeder this morning. And there they are. You can kind of take a look at them. They're not really real wild, but they're not hanging around here too close either with Jimmy talking. And they kind of go back in. You can look and go right over there is my Texas Hunter. That's a ground field feeder, which is one of the best feeders you can have because you don't have to crawl up on a ladder or get up in the back of a mule or tractor off-road or your pickup truck or something to fill that feeder. And it's made by Texas Hunter. It's kind of off of a fish feeder design, but it's made to throw deer food and corn. You can see those turkeys are right out in front of it. Now what it does, it only throws it one direction. It throws it right out toward that rag that we've got with the chemicals hanging on it to help keep the flies and ticks off of it. You can see we've got a really good bunch of turkeys in there. That's one or maybe two hens with their babies, and you can see how big the babies are. They're just about as big as the hens. You can't hardly tell them apart. There'll be some gobblers come around, but now they're breaking up for getting ready to form groups for the winter where the gobblers are together and the hens are together. Speaking of gobblers, there they are. There they are. They're just a couple coming and walking in right there. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. By the way, Chris and I didn't get back from Tulsa yesterday. She did get her Botox shot. Didn't get back till really late, so Kristen finally it was dark, and I didn't do any video of it to show the new sidewalk we built for Chris, but she loved it. She got really excited about it. She really enjoyed having that. We've got lots of fur babies up here this morning, waiting on some feeders to go off or Jimmy to start throwing some feed. They're actually waiting for Jimmy to start throwing feed right now, which I'm getting ready to do. My South Fresh bucket is empty. I got to go get another 40-pound sack of South Fresh and put in that. And Nina says, well, quit talking, Jimmy, and go get that. You don't have to talk. You can go get that feed and get it out here. So I'm going to put a little corn out for Forrest and Nina, and then I'm going to throw some out for the rest of them. And then I'm going to go get me a 50-pound sack of feed and bump it in here. But since we had turkeys out here this morning with the deer, I just had to share with you a little bit. It's just right after daylight. Chris got Chris up, or she was awake this morning, right before daylight. Took her to the bathroom, put her back to bed, and she'll sleep now until probably about, I don't know, 8 or 8:30 probably before she'll get up. And it's getting daylight a little bit before 7 o'clock down here in Oklahoma. Here we got the deer running in over there. You can see that deer came a running. They didn't hear the feeder coming off. They heard Jimmy talking. And Jimmy talking is like a deer call to them. The deer whisperer. And that's my one little baby that's coming around. Up around the gate, the front gate, we've got every deer up there just about got babies, it seems like. And some of them got twins. But that little baby there is the only one that's coming around the house with that doe right there. But that's a beautiful baby. I'm hoping it's a little buck. I don't know if it is or not. But that turkey's thinking, well, Jimmy, how about throwing me something to eat? That's one of the young hens right there. She's taming down a little bit too. Difficult to tame wild turkeys. But we're doing our best. We're doing our best.